Hello, and welcome to another Tuesday Tech Tip with Lawlor Therapy Support Services Tech Training Department. Today's Tech Tip is brought to you by Post-it Notes. Hey, if you have a request, please throw it in the comment section below. All right, today is all about passwords. There's a few type of password people in the world. This might be you, or maybe this is you. Either way, if you are one of those people, we need to talk. What we're going to be doing is looking at two of the best password managers on the market. These will work on your computer as well as your phone and tablet. We have 1Password and LastPass. Now, the similarities between these are they're both going to let you store web logins and other information. They're both going to work in your favorite browsers, Mac, PC, Safari, Chrome. They're only going to require one password for you to actually remember. They can also generate and store very complex passwords. And they have free mobile apps, which is kind of cool. But if you want the mobile apps and the desktop apps to work together, this is where the difference is. 1Password is kind of expensive, and LastPass is not very expensive, but it's a reoccurring cost. So let's look at these in action to see what you prefer. Once you have all these set up, all you have to do is go to a website, click on login, and it remembers all of your stuff. Let's start by creating a new Twitter account with LastPass. I'm going to throw in my email address, and then when I tab down to the password section, you can see there's a little icon here that's going to prompt me to add a new password. So I'll click here, and it's going to bring up a password dialog box. You see, I have a multitude of options here to make a very complex password. And once I find one I like, all I have to do is click on Use Password, and it will both sign into Twitter with that password and save it to my LastPass account. So what I'll do is I'll go up to the web extension up here in the toolbar, and it's going to open up my LastPass vault. And there you can see Twitter is saved as a login item. Now, if I launch the mobile version from my phone, I can see that this is how the companion app will look. You see it had Twitter stored, and I could even go to Twitter right from the app itself. Now, if I want to add something manually, I can go down to the plus sign and just add some information from websites I already know. Here I am just putting in an existing password, but actually if I want to try generating a new password, I can do that from the app as well. So that just gives you a feel of how the two would interact together. Now let's try the same thing with 1Password. Here I am on cbc.ca, and I'm going to be creating a new login account here. So I've thrown in my email address, and I've got to the password portion. So I'll just enter in my password to open 1Password, and I'm going to generate a new password. Again, as with LastPass, there's a bunch of different ways to create a password. I'm going to cycle through a little bit just so you can see the type of things that it does generate for you. And then once I find what I'm looking for, I'll just click on Fill, and that will both save it to 1Password and submit it to the CBC website. Here I'm just going to tag it so it's easier to find later. So switching over to 1Password, this is the app on your desktop computer. I can see that I just created this cbc.ca login. There's my password there. I'm going to be deleting it, folks, so don't worry about it. And I'll throw the mobile version on top. And again, you can log in with your fingerprint if your phone is equipped, or the single password that you have to commit to memory. And what I'm doing here is just cycling through the app a little bit to show you some of the things I can do. Here I just demonstrated sharing this password with somebody if you really wanted to do that. You can also go to the website directly from the app and it'll submit all your information for you. Or we can create another login manually like we did in the last example. So here I'm just putting in a known password and it would work just like you would imagine. Or I can generate a password using this link right here. Make the password as long and complicated as you want using some sliders. And that's it. Just wanted to give you a quick overview of a couple really good apps to help you manage some of your passwords. Actually, manage all of your passwords. All you have to do is remember that one single one to log you into the app, and you're all set. Stay tuned for more Tuesday Tech Training Tips with Lawlor Therapy Support Services. And don't forget, you can throw comments in the section below to ask questions or make requests. Have a great day.